Hey, many of you guys at home are doing projects where you have to strip the panel to bare metal. And in the olden days, most of us would put like a self-etching primer down first or a bare metal primer down first, and then we would follow it up with a high build primer. So we'd be using two kinds of primers. But guess what? It's 2026. And what if I told you that they have a bare metal primer and high build all in one? Well, today we're going to teach you everything you need to know about these high build epoxies in 5 minutes or less. The product that we're using today is made by Linear Blocks, and it's that Smurf blue L-411 that everyone's been hearing about. Ours is a little bit different. Ours is the L-417, same product, same manufacturer, but ours is in black. And what I like about this product, it's not a traditional DTM. In my opinion, most DTMs are junk. They're designed to stick on bare metal, and they offer good high build capabilities, but they don't offer bare metal protection like a traditional high build epoxy. And the Linear Block is not the only game in town. If you're a PPG guy, you know what the CRE or the VP 2050 is, and those are great products. The reason why we're using this product today is we think it might be just as good as the PPG products, and it's definitely less money. This is going to blow some of you guys' minds, but we're actually following the technical data sheet, and this is different than most people's primers out there. Most people are priming over a 150, 240, or even finer. If you follow Linear Block's technical data sheet, it wants the raw aluminum in an 80 grit. We have 4 spots of body filler on there. It wants the body filler in 150 grit. So again, you heard it right. The aluminum's in an 80, the body filler's in 150. We blow it off and we clean it. And now we're gonna go mix the Linear Block primer, and we're actually gonna wait the induction time. If you want this technical data sheet, it'll definitely be linked below. So when you buy a kit, it comes with a quart of hardener and a gallon of the actual primer. So it's a 4-to-1 mix ratio. But here's the thing. When you mix the two, and this is real common with all epoxies, you have to mix it and stir it or shake it real good, and then you have to wait X amount of minutes. They call that induction time. This product has a 20-minute induction time, and you can wait longer. So I have to mix it, stir it up real good, and wait 20 minutes or longer. And they want it fired out of a 1.4 tip. Traditionally, when I'm spraying super thick primers, I'm doing a 1.8, a 2.0, a 2.2, or bigger. You do not want to use anything bigger than a 1.4 tip with this product. Now, I actually like buying these DDoS toppers, and I like to bust this off and use my drill to mix it up. And these do a really good job agitating them. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna shake these up real good. If you don't have a shaker, you can use a paint stick. We're gonna pry off the lids with them, and we're gonna do the death pour. So my 20-minute induction time's over, and I'm ready to spray my first coat of primer. Make sure you stir it or shake it really well before you put that first coat on. Once I get that first coat of primer on, the technical data sheet says to wait 30 minutes in between coats. In this particular product, they want 2 to 4 coats. So I can put 2 coats, 3 coats, or 4 coats on. I do not want to put more than that. According to the technical data sheet, I'm getting 3 to 5 mils per coat. So if I put 4 coats on and I get 5 mils per coat, I have 20 mils. That's a lot of product. They want to make sure that we have 10 mils or less when we're done sanding. So I think it's smart to use a mil gauge to make sure you don't have too much material. The pot life is 2 to 3 hours, and here's another important thing to remember is if you're using this stuff, they want you in 65-degree Fahrenheit or hotter. And even after you prime this for the first 2 days or 48 hours, they want you to keep your hood or your car in 65-degree weather or better. That's 3 coats, and they say that we're gonna get 3 to 5 mils per coat. This is what we actually got for 3 coats of primer. Now remember, we only used a 1.4. In theory, you could use a 1.5, 6, 7, or even a 1.8. But this product, we're gonna let sit for 2 days. We're gonna start opening it up, and we're gonna go on from there. If you want to see how we got to this point and see how we stripped it, make sure you check out this video right here. It'll show you every step we did and why. Hey, hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you like our content. If you want to support us, make sure you go to that refinishmedia.com, because we're always adding products like this and others that we really like and we really like to use. You don't have to buy them from us, but if you want something that you can't find, you can check it out on our website. From all of you guys at Refinish Media, until the next time.